Hey guys, welcome to the Conversation Starter Show on Football Worldwide, the show where we list, rank and tier all things football and invite you guys, the audience, to get in on the conversation by commenting down below.
Yeah, before we get started, make sure you click like, hit subscribe and check out all the amazing stuff they have on Football Worldwide.
That's right. Now today we have a very fun episode where we're going to be listing what we think is the top 10 greatest players of the modern era. So when we say modern era, we're talking kind of the mid-90s onwards, so the last 25, 26 years or so.
Yeah, basically our lifetime.
Basically our lifetime we're watching football. Okay, so we're going to start off with number 10 here. Now this is a tough one because there was a lot of people that could have been on this list. But we're going to start off number 10 with Xavi, the great Spanish player, the great Barcelona maestro. That's right. Now Xavi has had 3 third-place Ballon d'Or spots. He's won 8 league titles with Barcelona. He's won 4 Champions Leagues as well, and he's also won a World Cup. So
he's the man.
What more do you want in a career than what Xavi has done already for us?
So he's incredible, mate.
He's number 10. So who we got for number 9?
Mate, number 9, some people might be saying he deserves to be a bit higher up in the list, but we've gone Maldini. The greatest fullback of all time.
Greatest fullback in our opinion.
Okay. He's incredible. A third-place Ballon d'Or, 7 league titles, 5 Champions Leagues, World Cup runner-up. I mean, the man defined that position.
He defined the modern defender.
If you're in the 90s and you're going, hey, who's the fullback that we need?
Yeah.
Heck, even into the 2000s, the dude played 800 something games. I think.
It's ridiculous.
He's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's just gone from left back to centre back. He did it all. He was incredible.
And one of the greatest captains of all time as well.
Definitely.
So, incredible players, Paolo Maldini. Now number 8 here we're going to go is Kaká. We're going to go Kaká? Yeah, we're going to go Kaká.
Are we going Kaká? Yeah, alright.
We're going to go Kaká's number 8 player, the great Brazilian player. What a player he was. I mean, some of the passes I've seen that guy do, some of the goals I've seen him score is incredible. Now, Kaká has been the Ballon d'Or winner in 2007. He's had 2 league titles. I think one might have been Milan, one was Real Madrid. I'm not sure on that one. Someone can correct me on that. 1 Champions League win, and he's also won a World Cup with Brazil. So
one of my favourite players to watch, man, honestly was. I loved... when I was growing up, just watching Kaká doing his thing, he was so good.
Oh, he's incredible. And there's that one pass, if you haven't seen it yet, go watch Champions League, one of the greatest passes in Champions League history.
Definitely.
Kaká, I'm pretty sure it was anyway, through the middle for them to score a goal. I was like, unbelievable
class,
man.
Class.
Who we got number 7?
Number 7, and this one, I mean, these ones could have gone anywhere.
Yeah,
these guys. It was so tough. We've had his partner just before, but number 7, we're going Iniesta.
That's right.
Iniesta. Okay, second place in the Ballon d'Or voting, 9 league titles. He's got 4 Champions Leagues, a World Cup. He was part of that just glorious, amazing.
He was kind of the heart and soul
Spanish
of
team.
That Barcelona Spanish team. I'm pretty sure he scored in the World Cup final, didn't he? As well? I think he scored the goal to win the World Cup against Argentina, I believe. So he's just an incredible player. It's hard to separate.
He could have gone,
and we were always going to put him on the same tier because they're they go together. I don't know what else goes together.
Look, I'll say peanut butter and jam for now, mate. But for me, he was just that little bit more class. But realistically, I mean, he's making up the top 10 list, so they're all pretty good. They could have gone anywhere.
That's right.
Number 6, though, this guy, this is a different tier. I reckon from 6 up.
6 up to a whole nother level. Now, this is one of the best players I've ever had the privilege of watching play the great game of football. Yeah. And growing up in the late 90s and early 2000s, no one can deny how classy this man was. It's Thierry Henry, almost the greatest Frenchman ever to play the game in my opinion.
Almost.
This guy just danced on the ball. He could go through defenders like they weren't even there. He could score goals. He scored goals like breathing. He was just unbelievable. So most of his career at Arsenal, obviously, that was kind of the main part, but he also went to Barcelona and actually did quite well there. But Thierry Henry, if you've ever seen him play, he's just world class for such a long time. And if you haven't seen him, go back and watch some highlights on YouTube because holy crap, this guy's good.
Yeah, man. No one denying he's on this list.
No, he has to be. He definitely has to be.
Number 5, and we've put him a bit, I guess, lower than we could have, but it's just because his career was so short.
Yeah,
we've gone the original Ronaldo, R9, just, I mean, for a couple of years there, by far the greatest player in the world. He was just so good. We've got 2 Ballon d'Ors, league title, 2 World Cups, and just a finisher. He was just so flipping good.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness.
This guy, we were talking about this in the car on the way here to film this, is he probably at his peak could have been number 1 or 2 because 2 or 3 years when he was on top of the game, he was...
There's none better.
None better. There's no one even close to him at the time, and he was just unbelievable. Could just carve up defense like a flippin' Christmas turkey. He was incredible. He was absolutely incredible. But I think a couple of injuries did get him.
Yeah, weight definitely got him. That's for sure.
Yeah, towards the end, and obviously as well, he his career didn't stay at those heights for the entirety of it. But yeah, even just based on those few years.
If it had he would have been 1-2 where. Anyway, he was amazing.
He was kind of the almost the perfect modern striker, wasn't he? He was just strong, powerful, fast, could finish, had Brazilian flair, had everything going for him. Okay,
speaking of Brazilian flair, buddy.
Speaking of Brazilian flair. And I mean, this guy completely changed the game, really, in terms of the skills, the techers, as the kids like to call them these days. Ronaldinho is number 4. Man. He just, at his prime, he just made it look like a dance. Like he was all over the field, doing all sorts of tricks, made up tricks.
He's the one that brought that kind of, as you said, he brought that trickiness to football, that Brazilian flair, as we said.
Kind of what Neymar tries to be now.
Yeah, Ronaldo brought it when he kind of came in as well.
But no one will ever compare to Ronaldinho how much he bettered the game in that sense, just in terms of trickery and just flair. And I mean, he could score goals, he could just do brilliant passes, and he just had the confidence. Like, he'd just sit there smiling when he played.
He would,
He has this kind of dorky smile, but he just had fun. He couldn't help but kind of enjoy watching him play. So he's definitely top 4 players of all time, Ronaldinho. I know some people probably argue could be number 1. But
I'd say it's a longevity thing for me as well.
It is, yes, that's true. So number 4 for us, Ronaldinho.
Number 3, the greatest Frenchman of all time. We've gone Zidane.
Zidane,
I mean, where do you go, man? 1 Ballon d'Or, 3 leagues, 3 Champions Leagues, World Cup, Euro. This man literally did it all.
He did,
And while being just...
And the greatest headbutt of all time.
The greatest headbutt of all time.
He's done it all.
He has literally done it all.
He's done it all. And I mean, this guy was
just graceful. The most pure midfielder.
Most pure midfielder of all time. And just so graceful. You just watch him play.
But strong as well. For a dude that strong and that big, to be that fluid.
So graceful, And he was almost like watching ballet and football mixed together. It was just so graceful. So Zidane is definitely number 3 for us of the greatest modern players of all time.
Not as sexy as Ronaldinho and stuff in style, but man, he was just... if you're building a team, he'd be your number 1 pick, nearly.
Elegance at its best. Now, number 1 and 2, this is going to be
first, though.
Before we do honourable mentions.
Who'll be left out? Because I know we've left some class out.
We have left some class out.
We've left Pirlo out.
Pirlo is just
the greatest hair in football.
Oh, great! We know it. We're jealous every time we watch it.
Who else? Buffon.
I mean, probably the greatest goalkeeper ever, in my opinion. Yeah. Such a long career. It's hard to compare goalkeepers on players.
Yeah.
It actually is very difficult. We've got Cannavaro as well, the great Italian fullback. Even someone like David Beckham. Looking at his stats, and
it's very celebrity almost works against him.
Yeah,
because how hyped he was and how much of a celebrity he was.
That's right.
You don't think of his football.
Yeah, you think he's overhyped because of his celebrity, but then if you actually think back and you look at his league titles, you look at what he's won Champions League, you look at how good of a player he was and what teams he played in, he's incredible. Okay, you've even got Sergio Ramos.
Sergio Ramos for me just a lot of people won't speak about him in that Maldini type way, as like the iconic way. But
he's got to be
for what he's done, captaining Real for as long as he did. Always pop up for a goal. He's actually underrated.
He is,
which is crazy because the dude's class.
I think just because he's so dirty as well. Some people hate him, but he's kind of like a love or hate kind of guy. Same with even people like Neymar and Ibrahimovic. They're kind of they're obviously in the conversation, but they're not going to quite make top 10. But
what we have though, mate, is the top 2. You all know who they are.
Yeah, we all know they're going to be.
We're not ones either. I'll throw it out there. We're not someone who we love this player, so we're going to hate on this player.
Yeah, no, they're both.
We understand these are the 2 greatest players of all time. We understand this.
2 greatest players to ever kick ball, considering they're playing against probably the best defenders to ever play the game as well, and they have just been so good for so long. I don't know how it's even a conversation.
It's not.
Particularly with Cristiano Ronaldo, how some people kind of like to put him down because of his perceived arrogance, all that. But he has been one of the best players in the world for about 15 years now. That is off the charts. So we're going to go number 1, 2. Who are we going to go number 2?
Number 2, Cristiano Ronaldo.
We're going to go Cristiano Ronaldo.
5 Ballon d'Ors, 7 leagues, 5 Champions Leagues.
He's won the Euro with a fairly average Portugal team.
You can throw it out there.
Portugal team. He led them to victory in the Euros, which is unheard of.
He is a classic. I need a goal on a big game. I'm calling him up.
He's the ultimate clutch player.
He's the ultimate clutch player.
Even recently, we hate Manchester United almost more than anybody other than me for Juventus.
If it gets to that 80-minute mark, They need a goal. He's scoring it, or he's setting it up.
Those games against Atalanta, I almost punched myself in the face about 20 times because I can't stand seeing Cristiano Ronaldo bring Man United back from the death, and they shouldn't win a game, and they do. And so he's still doing it, and he's 36. I think he's almost 37.
Freak.
How can he not be in the conversation? Like, some people like to put him down. He's obviously one of the greatest players to ever kick a ball. So he's number 2.
And then obviously we've chosen Messi is number 1.
Obviously Messi's number 1.
But that is not a hate on Ronaldo. Let's get this clear. You can like both.
Yeah,
like
right,
you don't have to choose a side.
Our kids at school like to banter about it. But
they say if you like one, you have to hate on the other. We love both of these players because we love football.
That's right.
But for us,
Leo Messi. Leo Messi is the greatest player ever touchable. I mean,
especially for a dude that had obviously his height and his weight against him. Like Cristiano Ronaldo, if you're building a football in a lab, you'd build Ronaldo.
Perfect. Yeah, he's the perfect footballer.
Messi is the last choice. Like if you're in FIFA building a player, you're not building Messi.
Yeah, you're not building someone of that height and stature.
Holy moly, man!
The things, if you just go watch. If you don't really understand, go watch Messi's top 10 greatest goals ever scored.
Yeah.
And he will get the ball halfway. He will go through 6 or 7 players, and again, these are modern, high professional athletes who play multiple times a week. Like they're the best defenders ever. And he carves them up like they're 7-year-olds trying to
seriously, man.
Tennis ball. Like he just is the best player to ever play.
And then once you watch his goals, chuck in his top 10 assists, and you'll see the same thing and be blown away again.
Incredible.
6 Ballon d'Ors, man.
Yeah, 6.
And possibly a 7th coming.
Yeah.
I think it's a robbery if he gets it, but I still think he's probably going to.
Yeah.
10 leagues, 4 Champions League, Copa America.
Yeah.
It's just
the same thing.
Holy moly.
Leading Argentina to that. And I have to
He wanted it this year.
I have to admit, I almost shed a tear when I saw Messi fall to the ground, finally win a trophy with Argentina. That was a pretty special moment. But
you can tell it was a big monkey off his back.
It was, yeah.
The way he played in that tournament, you could tell he wanted it.
Yeah, and he actually
outstanding.
looked exhausted in the final because he played so well leading up to it. But that's our top 10 list for top 10 greatest modern players. But we really want you guys to get in the conversation. You tell us who you think we got wrong, who you think we left off the list, who we haven't even talked about yet that should be the top 10 players of the last 25 years or so. That's a fun one to do, but we feel that number 1 and 2 are kind of interesting.
They have to be. Yeah, they have to be.
You can do about that. But anyway, guys, check out the content on Football Worldwide. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.